Hi, this is Wiz. Welcome to my channel. This is the Mercedes EQC. We're gonna review the exterior, the interior. Let's get this done. First of all, I want to say thank you to the local Mercedes dealership, Étoile Automobile here in Neuchâtel, for allowing me to have this car for a couple of hours. Let's start with the exterior. It is an SUV and you cannot go wrong. It is a Mercedes. It has all the Mercedes styling cue that you are familiar with. On the front you have a very big grille. Again, this is to stay familiar with the conventional Mercedes look. In this case it is black, but you can have it also with the chrome frame. Very big Mercedes logo, very big, but hidden there it's the radar for the cruise control. This is not the AMG line version, it's the regular one, but still I find the front bumper to be quite elegant and aggressive. LED headlights, and I like that strip that goes all over the front. You can see it here in the middle. It is very futuristic. And as you can see, the LED on the headlight becomes the blinker. You may ask yourself why this car has such a long hood while there's no thermal engine. The electric motor is located very down in the car because the base Mercedes used for the EQC is the same as the Mercedes GLC. So once again, and this is the same with what Audi did with the e-tron, they took an existing base and they adapted to create an electrical version. In this case, as you may see, the styling is quite different from the GLC. The EQC is a bit longer. Moving to the side, we can see the EQC moniker here, blue. And we find quite conventional lines, very stylish. You have different size for the wheels. Those one are the 20-inch wheel. They're a bit aero, so I think they help reduce the drag. Tires are 255, 45, 20, and it's the exact same measure all around the four wheels. Chrome all around the windows, but you can optionally select the black optic package or whatever it's called by Mercedes. And here is how you recharge the EQC. You got two options. On the upper part is the Type 2 connector, and here you get access to the CCS connector. Moving on the back of the EQC, you got that same light language with that LED strips that goes from one side to the other. With the Mercedes badge here, you can open the trunk. And as you can imagine, there are no exhausts, of course, but you get a little diffuser. 4MATIC logo, as this car is a all-wheel drive. EQC 400 moniker. And going down, parking sensors. Those air vents are fake. Contrary to the one on the front, let's move back to the front. The one on the front are actually real one, and they do serve a purpose. Is to bring the air there and to help reduce the drag. This specific one has the sunroof. I wouldn't call a panoramic sunroof, but a regular sunroof. And as you can see, it has a sloppy line that gives this dynamic look to the EQC. I'm wondering if this wiper can maybe cause some issues with the rear visibility. Maybe a good idea for future models would be to have it here on the top. What do you think? Let's now have a look under the hood, shall we? There's a very big plastic cover, and actually I wonder if there's some storage here. Let's have a look in detail. These might be some things related to the battery. And it says, read the instruction, but maybe we can try to remove this. I don't know if I should do that. What's under? Oh, the electric motor. So actually I was wrong when I said earlier that the electric motor is down on the wheel. Quite a lot of things going on under this plastic cover, as you can see. But obviously there is nothing we need to maintain here. Let's put that back in place. So no storage whatsoever in the front of the Mercedes EQC. Let's now have a look at the boot or trunk. $500 of storage, and the nice thing is that you can lock here, and also a nice feature is this, so you don't need to use your hand to keep it opened. Here we find the charging cables, everything you need to charge your car, whether it's at home or at a public charging location. And I do like these that come standard with the EQC. It's a kind of foldable box. I think that's a very, very good idea whenever you need some extra storage. That's very cool. Let's see what's here. Oh, some more electronic stuff I wouldn't touch. So I know for a fact that the trunk capacity is a little bit lower compared to the GLC, but still 500 liters is quite enough for a family. Fun fact, the EQC may seem to be a very long car, but it is actually 20 centimeters shorter than the Audi e-tron. Audi e-tron is 4.9 meters, this one is 4.7. So what do you think about the exterior of this Mercedes EQC? I quite like it, and I like what Mercedes has done here, the same as Audi. I would say they don't want to have a disrupting design. They don't want their classical customer to run away from their electric offer. That's the reason why this EQC, and it is the same case with the Audi e-tron, they look so similar to a conventional combustion car. I think it is done in purpose. Even the front grille and all the other classical Mercedes styling cues, this is done to try to attract the typical Mercedes customer. So all in all, this is an elegant line. I would say that where the Audi e-tron looks maybe a little bit sportier, the Mercedes EQC looks a little bit more elegant and refined. What do you think? Let me know in the comment. Let's move now to the interior. Again, no big surprises here. You got the latest design language from Mercedes.
Oui, s'il vous plaît.
I didn't say hey Mercedes, I just say Mercedes. And I say it in English. You're not supposed to listen to me.
Que souhaitez-vous faire?
So let's step now into the cabin of the Mercedes
Que puis-je faire pour
EQC.
vous?
Ah, shut up, tais-toi! Cállate! Oh, maybe she understood. Okay, she understood. So basically, when you are into the cabin of the EQC, you shouldn't say the M word, because as soon as you say Mercedes, nothing happened in this case. Mercedes EQC, dis Mercedes.
Que souhaitez-vous faire?
Rien. I really like this steering wheel. It is very sporty, and I like the fact that you can control stuff from each side. I'm going to come back to that a little bit later. You got the two very huge screens with the MBUX user interface. I love the air vents. And speaking of the air vents, we're gonna start the car. So we got the air conditioning because it's very hot today. So I love the design here. It's very futuristic, and I like these bits that are kind of rose gold. The same on this side. This one is vertical, while the two in the center console are horizontal. Door panel in typical Mercedes style. Here is how to adjust the seats. You have the heated seats, not ventilated in this case, memory. I like those aluminum stripes here that goes all around the dashboard. This is very, very nice style from Mercedes. The upper part of the console is covered in, I believe it's a leatherette. I don't think it's a real leather. And moving on here, you have the AC controls, the shortcuts, telephone, navigation, radio media, car settings, car settings. And here you have some little storage, and over there you have the wireless charging for your phone. I've got an iPhone 11 Pro Max, so pretty big phone, but no issues whatsoever. The tactile pad to control the user interface. Here you can select the different driving modes, parking assist, and here you can have access to the charging feature of the car. Camera. You can choose different cameras. We're gonna check that a little bit later on. Turn on and off the user interface and the volume. Let's have a look to the glove compartment. Oh, I was wondering why it smells so good in this car. It has the optional, I don't know how you call it, but it smells good. It is not that big, but it's okay. Let's go a little bit in detail on the MBUX. So you command the driver informations from the left side of the steering wheel. You have a very small tactile pad here, but it's very effective. It works very well to select the different informations. You can move to the right and here also select what you want to have displayed. You can go back to the main menu here where you can select different things. The head-up display, this car has the head-up display, I'm not sure you can see it here. And you can change the design. This is the sportive one, the sport one. This is the classical one. This is called progressive. Oh, I quite like it. So let's go for sport one. And here, all the buttons for the adaptive cruise control. If we look at the right side of the steering wheel, here you can command everything that is on this screen. And some things I really like from Mercedes, contrary to Audi, is that you have several ways to command the MBUX. You can do it either by here on the steering wheel, where you can select the different menus and then go back home here, or go back one step here. You can do it via the touch screen. So the central screen is touch. And you can do it by this tactile touch pad over here. The typical stuff here, and this is where you open the sunroof. I have a hard time calling this a panoramic sunroof. It's not so small, but it's not a very big one. Let's now have a look at the rear places. Those are the informations about the car. Of course, it's for the Swiss market. You can pause the video now and have a look at all the optional equipment this car has. This is the price of the car, and this is the net price they are selling it. That's a demo car from January 2020 with 5,000 kilometers. I wonder why there are AMG floor mat. I would have thought more EQC logo here instead of AMG. Don't know why. The rear air vents. Doesn't this look like a robo face? They're quite funny. Very satisfying clicking sound. This is the rear door panel with the two Burnmeister speakers. I like the combination of leather, aluminum, plastic here. Here it's kind of hard plastic on the lower part of the door panel. But other than that, it smells good quality, as usual with Mercedes. So let's step inside and see how roomy it is. So I'm 172, and as you can see, I have plenty of headroom, and the front seats is in my position, and as you can see, quite enough legroom. Despite having no transmission, there is still a tunnel transmission here, which means that if you want to sit on the middle place, you'll have to consider this. You may have to have your feet on each side of this tunnel, or like this, but it's not really comfortable. So there you go. That was my review of the Mercedes EQC. I quite liked this car. I quite like the way it looks. It is very elegant, very Mercedes. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Done. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.